Barkbusters, a better way to a better dog.
Hi, Patrick from Barkbusters here. Today I wanted to talk to you about why working with the programming exercises is so important when we're also trying to work on obedience commands. So I happen to have some of the commands that my dog knows here. We have down. When I tell Theodore down, he lies down. If Theodore is up on something, like the sofa or the bed, and I want to get him, I tell him off, right? And then he jumps down. If I need to get him up onto the bed, sofa, or up into the car, I tell him up. And then, the general leave it commands, those are always good. Stay, right? Stay is a good command. Put those in there. Obviously sit, right? Sits are always good. And now we have come, all right? And the reason why we want you to do these programming exercises because the programming exercises are designed to keep your dog in a nice, calm, and relaxed mental state of mind. So that way when the dog is calm and relaxed, we have access to these commands. We can tell our dog come, it'll likely come. We can tell our dog maybe, which one's this? Leave it. And chances are the dog has a pretty good chance of leaving it because, again, we have access to these commands. The adrenaline level is not too high. When the adrenaline level starts to pick up, just like with us, when we are fully adrenalized, we are only reacting on what is programmed into us. I mean, to the very fiber of our soul type of programming. And at that point, the dog, just like us, we are running on automatic pilot. We are running purely on what is instinctual. And effectively, there is a lid on our ability to recall and gain access to these commands, just like with our dog. So if your dog is fully adrenalized and we're telling our dog come, sit, stay, leave it, drop, off, whatever it may be, we do not have access to these commands because the adrenaline level is so high, it's put a cap on it. But once we get the adrenaline level down out of the dog, now we once again have access to these commands. Hey, I want you to stay. I want you to sit. Whatever it is that we're trying to do here, right? So always think about the idea that if your dog knows the command, if you know that your dog knows the command, but your dog isn't performing when it counts, it's probably not because your dog doesn't know the command. It's just the adrenaline level is so high, we have no access to his recall center. Once we get rid of the adrenaline, now we can start dipping into these commands and have a better expectation that our dog is going to recall the command and actually perform and act out the command that you want him to. So it's not that your dog necessarily needs more obedience. It's your dog needs less adrenaline. So if you're curious about how to get your dog to be less adrenalized, please give us a call, 877-500-2275. That's barkbusters.com, or here locally in Lee County, Florida, dogtrainerfortmyers.com or fortmyerscanine.com.